What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm in South Carolina visiting my sister, and I'm going to this place called Video Game Cavern. It's a retro gaming store. I want to check it out. It's about 26 minutes away, and hopefully they have some good stuff. I saw some pictures online. Looks like they've got a pretty decent collection of games available. We'll see if we can come away with some sweet retro. Alright, so we just made it. It was kind of a drive to get here. Some windy roads, but that's to be expected when you're in South Carolina. Check out the store. It seems kind of small, little hometown feel, but I really enjoy that. Take a look. Let's go inside. Hopefully they'll let me record inside and see what they have to offer. Alright, so I just left the store. Obviously you saw that I was recording in there a little bit. A bunch of little kids came in, so I just didn't really feel like recording anymore, and I turned it off. But I ended up getting a pretty decent amount of games. I'll show you the games and tell you the prices, and you can let me know in the comments below if you think I overpaid or underpaid for some of these games. The reality of it is that many of these I don't see at Goodwill, and I don't really have any local, super local game stores near me. So let's get into the games. First up is Twisted Edge Extreme Snowboarding. I got it for $3.85. Now they do have stickers all over it, and it is a property of Blockbuster Game, which I actually kind of like having the stickers on the game itself. I don't necessarily like them on the labels, but the top of the cart I don't really mind as much. So another really cool snowboarding game, especially on the N64, which I do enjoy these types of games. For $4, that seems like a pretty sweet deal. This next one is Yoshi on the NES. This is a $5 game. I don't know really anything about this particular game because I never heard about it. They do have stickers of it. I believe this was from a rental store, and then there's numbering on it, which I think pretty much all of this stuff, if I really cared, I can clean this off. The label's in pretty good shape, all things considered, and the pins were pretty clean. So for $5, I think this Yoshi game will be loads of fun to jump into. This next one is Tomb Raider. It's Adventures of Lara Croft, Tomb Raider 3 on the PlayStation 1. Now the case is gross. It is pretty dirty and gross. It says $1.50 on there. I didn't pay that. It was a little bit extra. I think it was $5 or $6, which the reality of that is I honestly think it's probably a little on the pricier side, but to have it in the case like this, especially convenience of having it in the same store, I figured what the heck. I love playing some Tomb Raider, and it's a great ad for the collection on the PS1. This next game is a Wii game. As you can tell, this is Scarface, The World Is Yours. I ended up getting it for $8.85, which I think is probably on the max. I think $10 is generally the max that I'd pay for a Wii game. But Scarface, let's take a look at the back. It seems like a pretty fun game, and if it's not, it's a nice one to have and add into the collection. I don't have a whole lot of Wii games as it sits. Moving along to the PS3, I've got Deadliest Catch Sea of Chaos. This was $5.85, so $6 for this game. It's compatible with the motion controls. I don't think I'll be playing with those. I don't have those, but I don't anticipate picking them up. The cover art looks pretty darn cool. I used to watch this show quite a bit, not so much anymore, but it does seem like it could be kind of a fun game to play, especially for a PS3 title. Next up, this is the most expensive game that I picked up today. This game, obviously you can tell it's Back to the Future, the game. The graphics look pretty nice on the cover. It seems like a pretty interesting game. I'm not really sure how closely, I'd assume it matches closely with the actual movie, but you never know, they might have some sort of twists in there and have it line up kind of good, but take artistic liberties in how you actually play the game. I've never played it. I'm super excited to get it. Back to the Future is a great movie. Hopefully this is a great game. This was $16.85, the most expensive game that I picked up today. Moving back a generation, we've got the PS2. This is Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. This was a used game at Blockbuster, as well as I had assumed to be a rental game. $5.85. This is a downhill racing style game in real life. Oh, well, now it's on the floor. Real life courses. I'm holding it. Just pretend I'm holding it. Yeah, cool game. This one, it's not the original cover art. I can tell it just looks a little grainy, but this is Ski-Doo Snow Racing for $2.85. You can't really beat that price. I could probably print off a better cover art there. Many of you know, and it doesn't have the back, which I don't really care. Many of you know that I've been converting my case and games into slim cases, so it's not really much of an issue. I'll just find the cover art online. Because there's no back to it, I don't have any details on it, but you can pretty much imagine it's ski racing or snow racing with the Ski-Doos. Now, the second most expensive game that I got was Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. $12.85 for this game. With that being said, it is Scooby-Doo. It seems like loads of fun. I've watched Scooby-Doo growing up. I still watch Scooby-Doo every now and then with my kid. It just seems like kind of a fun game, and many of you may already know PlayStation 2 is my favorite console. Second to last is an original Xbox game, Blinx the Time Sweeper. I've literally never heard of this game. It does seem very interesting. I paid $6.85. What's kind of cool is that you can take a look at it. It says the first 4D action game ever, only on Xbox. The fourth dimension is time, and Blinx has it at his command. You can pause, slow down, and fast forward, rewind, and record the 35 warped levels to rescue a princess. It seems kind of neat. I don't really know a whole lot. The time control is pretty cool. You can pause it right here and read it. And the last game is a GameCube game. It's Taz Wanted. I paid $2.85 for this. For a GameCube game, I think it's pretty solid. I don't really know if it's going to be fun, but it just seems kind of like it could be kind of neat. I'm not really sure. You've got, look at puzzles, fully interactive environments. You wear hilarious disguises to evade Taz catchers. You can compete against friends, so I'm assuming that the couch co-op is probably pretty fun. We'll have to check it out to find out, but I feel like a GameCube game, especially where I live, you'll never find it for $2.85. So that's pretty much it for the games. I meant to bring my camera dash mount, but I don't really feel comfortable on these windy roads and roads that I'm not familiar with to record and hold the camera. It's not that safe. So I appreciate you checking this video out, and hopefully having a fantastic day. I know I haven't been streaming or making videos for a while. I've got some stuff going on at the house that I'll update you when I get back to Chicago sometime next week. But I appreciate you. As always, stay awesome, and I'll see you next time.